electric board?
Yeah. Gracias. I'm Jake. I've been skating Edgewood a really long time. Anthony Vignola taught me how to drop in on that ramp over there. It's long time Edgewood, and I think that renovating Edgewood is a very good idea. I'm a fan of the plan proposed by Bobby Murphy for a number of reasons, including its modular sort of vibe, where you know, with the new section over here, I mean, if you look at that, the plans for that compared to Bobby's plan, it's big, but you don't have to do his design all at once. You can do it in chunks. You can break it up, and it's more realistic than making a massive bowl and connecting all the old stuff that was here, because it was all placed pretty arbitrarily without any consideration, not built by anybody that really skateboards or skateboarded or is skateboarding or yeah, I like the big wall. I like that ramp. For what it's worth, I think that ramp should stick around in some shape or form. I think the idea of moving it is good, although I mean there is a risk of the move not going so good. But you know, I like it. I like that wall. I like the new section. I think the design that happens is gonna be one that is good for everybody, that everybody can agree on. I think there's always gonna be BMX or skate or scooter or rollerblade. There's gonna be room for you here at Edgewood as long as you respect the space and don't wax my coping and don't destroy the ledges. I don't know, ledges are cool. I don't skate ledges, I like ledges. They're cool. Edgewood's cool. I'm Edgewood, he's Edgewood, they're Edgewood. It's Edgewood, man. The skate park that gets built is gonna be a good one. And that's what I have to say about the skate park at Edgewood Skatepark in Edgewood Park.
Ryan Krebs.
Have you seen the Edgewood redesign?
I have.
What do you think of it?
It's looking pretty fucking sick.
Yeah, what do you think of Edgewood right now?
Stoked on it. Stoked on having this section all done.
I don't know how I got it.
But stoked to see how it comes out.
Here with my old friend Mikey Titus, my son Christopher over there in the red sweatshirt, and I call him OG John Anderson right there.
Very nice.
Currently riding Switch. He'll be when he switches over to a regular. It's pretty crazy.
We're just gathering thoughts of the new design, and if you could recollect it, what are your thoughts on it?
Oh, I haven't examined it fully, but it seems like a good idea. I know the guys who are building it, and seems like it's going to be legit.
Okay, John Anderson.
Hi, John. What are your thoughts on the official concept?
Yeah, I'm looking at it here. It looks really big, and I guess they're going to replace the asphalt with concrete, I'm assuming, which is good. And if Rampage is going to do it, I'm sure it's going to be awesome. But I would put a vote in for a pool, although I don't know how possible that is, because I know that there's water here that when it rains it picks up, and the pool has drain issues that you have to deal with. But some sort of pool thing, even if it's small, I think would be good, because up in Naugatuck the pool there is awesome and kids could just skate that all the time. But other than that, I'm gonna like it no matter what. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Emily Erb.
Emily, how long have you been skating?
I actually don't skate. It's my son that skates.
Nice,
so I'm
alright.
just here skating with him.
Cool. What do you appreciate most about the park right now?
Really, I guess the space that we have to ride. I mean, I'd like to see it be larger, just because the amount of people that are now interested in it has gone up. So there'd be nice to have a space for like kids and then the adults to be adults.
Yeah, in this space for kids, what type of obstacles would you see there? Like, what does your son like to ride?
Everything that the adults like, everything's the same. Just, you know, I mean, not even really making it for kids, just making there be more space to occupy everyone. Because if you can't tell right now, there's just like a minimal amount of space and a lot of bodies. And you know, kids, they have a hard time managing themselves.
So what do you think? Do we want, like, is this more flat ground or just more obstacles for different people to?
Yeah, more obstacles for different people to occupy. I mean, it's great because the community does a really good job in dividing up the space, you know, when there are kids occupied. And the kids are pretty good about learning appropriate behavior and being aware of everyone's body. But it would just be nice to have just more land space, just overall.
What do you think about today's skaters? Is there any difference between our generation and this generation?
Our generation of skaters, we pushed ourselves harder to do big. It's like my friend said to me, it's like, you know, you make a lot of big stuff look easy and a lot of small stuff look hard.
When you think about skateboarding yourself, what do you personally like to skate?
I pretty much just skate everything.
And when you, I don't mean to like sound like naive, but when you say everything, what do you mean everything?
Everything, like for here, for instance, quarter pipe, half pipe, ledges, rails, transition, the bank. What these guys are sitting on, I usually slide across that. I just like to have fun, skate everything, go fast. I just grew up in that world of that level of skating, progressing, learning from others, learning little stuff, learning big stuff, being pushed. Or I push these guys, the new Edgewood Park skateboarders. Hey, what's up? It's good.
Nah, you killing it too, man. You want a piece of it?
What are you guys talking about?
Just talking
about history.
Ooh, I love this.
So at this point, we're probably, well, like late 80s, 90s. Now we're talking, I was just talking about like the BMX, like crossover, like, you know, for us, like started BMXing in the early 80s, but then like, it's in the early 80s. And then like I saw a skateboard in 83, 84, like dude did the ollie and it was over. I made the transition, but I always had respect for bikes.
Oh, all right.
So and that was the whole bit.
It was the opposite for me. I started off on a skateboard.
And went to bikes.
Yeah, I got nutted.
On the board?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then I busted my lip. It was like kind of one of those like double, you know, first it was, and then and I was like, bro, you know what? If I can't put my hands on it, I don't want to touch it. And I had to do something with myself.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, people like us, we got this problem. It's like, yo, just, you know, well, you know, I mean, we need
just the dummies. Like we just want to do shit
no,
that might seem stupid, you know, by some other people's standards.
Energy, we're all like amped up and stuff. You know, it's just like, why not? You know.
Yeah, exactly.
So what do you guys think about this new remake or whatever?
I hear a lot of talk about it, but I'll see what it looks like. You know, I've seen different versions of it. I've seen the SLS, like that kind of competition, like you see on television, the internet. I've seen that setup. I've seen a setup where they said they're just going to tear all this down.
Isn't that kind of crazy? You know? I talked to everybody about that. I was like, what do you think about them tearing it down? They're like, why not just put whatever you want right here and leave that there?
Just put fresh pavement down all around everything. And just add more stuff to the park.
Yeah, why not, like a lot of people were talking about it, and I always thought, like, from day one, like, if I ever had a chance and had anything to do with Edgewood,
hold on, excuse me.
I would, like, rather just, like, put concrete up to, like, all the old stuff, connect it all, you know what I mean? So you can just jump into everything. I don't know, see what happens.
Are you cool sharing a space with skateboarders?
Yeah, bro, I got a lot of friends that are skaters. This dude knows me from, I don't even know. It's my dude right here.
Hell yeah, what's this?
You know, I know a lot of heavy hitters that are skaters. Like,
We used to have this place in Seymour called The Warehouse. You ever heard of it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Still follow it.
Me and my buddies built that place. So like, well, I didn't really, like, I hung out, but you know, they did all the work. But that's where we used to hang out all day, all night when we were like in high school. And we had tons of skaters that would show up and just destroy that place. And it's just like, bro, that's what's up. Yeah, absolutely. I don't think there's I don't have one problem with any of the local skaters here. You know? I just think if you had common sense and respect, it'd be straight.
Please turn sideways and state your name.
Yeah, you gotta hold your skateboard.
The wood. Edgewood.
You want to get in too? There's still room in the hood. As long as there's room in the hood, you can get in too. You want to get in?
What do I appreciate
You're
about
camera shy?
Edgewood now?
You can just be silent, dude. Like, you know, Silent Bob played a part. Seriously. You ain't gotta be seen. I'm telling you. You can always say like, oh, or something. Sound, vibe. Can you vibe? You know how to vibe? Look, you're already interacting. So like, where do you want to be? I'm Lou. Lonnie. Lonnie, pleasure to meet you. You're in
one letter away. Y'all already good.
Have a seat on the CIA van.
Are you wearing a wire?
Huh? Hey man, I'm just wearing all the extra clothing, so you can see wiring on that.
What do I appreciate about Edgewood right now? I feel like cool little scene of people, kind of who look out for each other. I feel like the people, the space is fun. We make the best of the space, like, but it's also like, I don't know, like, change is needed. For sure, it's not the best park. It's always been kind of us making the best of what we have. But I feel like a park of Edgewood size should be like a draw. I feel like Edgewood should be the best park in Connecticut because we have the biggest park. We have like people come to New Haven to skate, like, you know what I mean? Like, we're the draw, we're the artistic hub of the state. So our skate park should reflect that. That's all.
What type of people have you met here at Edgewood?
Artists, musicians, people who work with their hands, plumbers, carpenters, painters, videographers, clothing designers, rappers.
Were they
chefs.
all necessarily skateboarders?
Nah, they weren't all necessarily skateboarders, but like they were all creative people who just like fed off the energy of skateboarders.
And the art too.
It just, I guess, like fed off the energy of any kind of sport where you're just like, it relies on improvisation, where it's like anything. You know what I mean? It's just like the culture. You feel the culture. Like people doing cool shit here.
Yep.
You know
Exactly.
Exactly. Like imagine how many rap videos have been filmed at Edgewood.
They're stepping up the budget. I've been seeing some shit, like some pull-ups, like, oh shit, they rented 2 U-Hauls.
Shit crazy. Like we'll even have like the motorcycles, like we'll have like the dirt bikes come through here, like 25 deep. And there's like, I've seen dirt bikes and pocket bikes jump the hip, bro. Like no funny shit.
And even just the regular bike.
Yeah, bro. Like that shit is wavy. Even me, like people have their issues with like dirt bikes in the city. Like, yeah, like they ride. It's not street legal or whatever, but I don't know. Me personally, I grew up around that, and I know when the dirt bikes come out, that's like, oh, okay, it's summertime.
Exactly.
Like, okay, now we can start grilling and feeling good. Start wearing shorts. Feel me? So
that's culture.
Yeah, it's like
that's the shit they always try to replicate. Like,
like you can't fake it. Facts, you can't fake it. Next question.
If you could make any changes to Edgewood to either number one, encourage this culture, but also encourage progression and just general like greatness here.
General greatness. I feel like
it kind of has that vibe as it is now, with the various different people and communities. There's people that come here with their kids just to let them run around, so it's not even just a community of just skaters, bikers and stuff. Like, it's a community here where everybody feels comfortable just to just sit around and do nothing, or just read a book, or just watch people skate and so forth. So it's I don't know, inclusive culture. You know, I can understand how people might think it's kind of like a locals only, like only skaters and bikers are just here or only want people to be here. You know, it's very inclusive. We don't mind people coming here and you know, enjoying the rest of the park, but with the rest of us. That's how I feel.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, like, I remember, funny story, I'll make you laugh. So, first time I skated Groton, right, it was me, Harv, James, and Chase. And we pulled up, we went to go skate Hive, and then we went to go skate Groton. And like the locals were just vibing us out, like they were just like, yo, who are these dudes? Yeah. And then Mark pulls up, like Mark daps all of us up. And everybody was just like, oh, all right, yeah, cool, feel me? And it's like, you kind of, feel me, like, you kind of appreciate that, feel me? And it's just like, you're not going to go to people's park and think you could trash it and like do anything, feel me? Like, we like to have a good time. It's laid back here, but I don't know, like, respect the park, respect what we got going on, respect that people put their, you know what I'm saying, sweat, blood, tears for some into this park. And you know what I'm saying,
many
like
people.
You can't, many people, and you can't, like, I don't know. You can't have input if you like haven't put anything in. Listen, no, feel me? So like, I don't know. If you're not like, if you haven't invested, like, and like, I don't know, man. It's just a home, and I feel like if you care about something, you're gonna make sure shit goes right.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So.
And I was just going through all my old memories of Instagram of when I started skating. I started skating in 2013, 2014. So I've been here before even this change. Before the current park is now, and now going through a second transition is pretty. It's interesting nonetheless. Even though I'm not the best skater, like I always been around in general, like, and people would call me OG and stuff, you know, even though they know I ain't the best skater, but I've been around again, like, because of how I am in my presence and the vibes I bring, that, you know, people just, you know, accept me for how I am and who I am here. So I guess I have input on, you know, the new current part, you know, since I've been here before even this current change now. But nonetheless, you know, I'm excited to see, you know, what the final product's gonna be, you know, when it comes.
That's what they call them.
Would you like to have a say in what is actually like erected?
Oh, for sure. I'm not entirely sure like when the meetings are or if there are even meetings.